Okay, so today I'm here with Sakilah on Keeping It Real, and I'm going to ask Sakilah to introduce herself. And Sakilah is going to tell everybody why she really felt it was important to speak her truth today.
Okay, I'm Sakilah Jansen. I'm 17 years old. I want people to know that I'm 17-year-old, yes, right enough, but my mind is not like a 17-year-old. It's more matured, more higher than people would understand.
I think it's important to you because a lot of the things you'll be talking about today is things you've experienced when you were really, really young.
Yes.
So I think it's really important for everybody that's listening to this to understand that I'm not talking to a 17-year-old as everybody else sees you. Just because your years on earth is 17.
Yes.
You've lived much more in these 17 years than some people have lived in 30 or 40 years.
Yes.
You know, you've experienced a lot more. So I want to start off by asking you, what is the first memory you have of the worst thing a child could ever be expected to do or go through in their life? What was your age? What was the first thing that has ever happened that sticks in your mind?
So basically, as a young child growing up, I think I was 4 years old. That it's something that I never expected that would happen, but it happened anyway. So there was this time I went to play at a friend with friends at their grandfather or someone's house. I played. And my friend's grandpa decided to call me up, and he said he has something for me upstairs. I should go up. He wants to see me, and that. I went upstairs, and I could just feel also in myself that my little heart, it's pounding so fast, but I just don't know why.
Because you could feel something was wrong.
Yeah, I could feel. As I entered the room, I saw him sitting, his pants down, and he asked me to like touch him, and I was confused, and he asked me to sit. I said, my understanding, I don't know what's happening. I'm small. This man, he doesn't have his pants on. Why? He's asking me like, take off your panty, and I said no. This is my no square. And they tell me, no, I'm your friend. I won't do anything to hurt you, and I thought, okay, then he's not gonna hurt me. Pull down my pants, and he's rubbing me on my private part, whatever. And just then, my friend came up, and she saw everything, and then I left, and then I pulled myself, and that was my getaway, like in saying that something worse could have happened. It could have happened, but it didn't. And I just quickly, and I cried, and I left, and I went home, and I went to tell my mom then, but no one believed me. They didn't think that it was so serious. They thought maybe she's a child. Why should we believe her that why it happened? And then I just felt like, okay, I'm going to tell no one because no one's listening to me. They're not giving me that chance to. So
I mean, I completely understand that. I know that's exactly, almost exactly. What happened to me, I went to an uncle's house. He said, come to the room, just come get money. I want you to go buy milk. Very innocently. I came in there. I was probably around about maybe 10, 11. And I just thought, oh, well, but also I had the same feeling as you, why can't I wait here? Why can't you bring it here? And then I first stood in the lounge and I thought, okay, I'm not going to go in. And then he called me and he said, come here, man, I can't see so nicely. Just come help me look. And even though everything in me was like, I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I went. But I didn't feel right about it. And I went, and when I came inside the room, he grabbed me and started kissing me, and I didn't know what to do. And it was the first time I think I realized in myself that I didn't know what to do. And I was trying to push him off me, but he was so heavy, and I remember feeling his whole weight on top of me. And, I didn't know what to do. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I felt like I did nothing. But in my head, I felt like I was doing everything to get free. And then, he got up and he was about to take off his, the top he had on, and I ran. I just ran, And I remember the same as you, I came home and I said, this is what happened. And, my mother said to me, oh, but he does this to everybody. It's okay. He didn't mean anything. And I was like, what do you mean he did this to everybody? I don't understand. And she was like, no, it's not a big deal. And, you as a child, everything in you tell you that was wrong. But now you have someone else
even if you don't
that's
have that understanding
you just know that it was wrong. That wasn't okay. And you felt it was wrong because this is your body, right? This is my body. You touched me on places you shouldn't be touching it, and the thing is, when you go to an adult and you tell an adult and they don't believe you, it's very unsettling because you don't know if you're wrong. And then you learn to stop trusting your own intuition. You know what I mean? And you're thinking, no, this is okay. Which is why most girls who's been through this goes through it again and again. Because they stop trusting the intuition because other people around you is telling you that's normal. Or don't take notice of it. Oh man, you probably read too much into it or whatever. So you stop trusting yourself. And this is what people don't understand. This is what happens when another adult who you trust, you tell them the truth and they make nothing of it. It changes everything in your life, and people don't realize how important that is. Thank you for sharing that. When you needed someone the most, who in your mind was missing?
My mother.
Okay.
Really.
Okay. What was happening at that moment when you thought, I really need you right now?
In the way, as I was saying before, like when I was sexually assaulted, she never believed us. She was just far away in her own world. Busy with her own things, like I really needed her that moment, like a mother, like, my baby, are you okay? Are you fine? What happened? Should we go to the clinic? We make nothing like that. That man got away free with up till today. He's still walking out there free, which he shouldn't have been if somebody just listened and
because who else did he do it to now?
Exactly. So I just needed her at that moment.
And you needed her to believe you.
To believe me, that's all. That's all.
The first bit you were with your mom until how old?
I think 9. At 9. Yes.
And then you went into a children's home after that?
No, before the children's home, we moved to a lady in Bishop Lavers.
Okay, so who put you there?
The social workers. There was people that they told the social workers. I went to give my mommy on to tell the social workers that she's unfit mother, the children's late on the streets, and that's how the social workers got involved.
So what happened that got the social workers involved? Was there a specific event that took place that somebody got concerned?
Yes, a lady I met with her yesterday. She's a very nice lady. Her name is Chandra. I appreciate a lot. If she's watching this, I would be happy to say that I'm thankful for what she did, her and her husband, because if it wasn't for I don't have been here today as I am. So she basically went to tell the social workers that my mom isn't capable of taking care of us. Okay, we're 9, 8. We didn't understand very much, but we could just feel like there's something wrong and something's going to happen.
So what did she see that got her concerned?
She just really, she told us yesterday, I didn't know, in the year 2017, she had a shop.
Okay.
But the shop was mostly only open late at night because of us too. She was very fond of us. We used to, whenever the shop was open late the night, 11 o'clock, we would be on the streets and she would call us and say, where's your mommy? She would be concerned and whatever. And then I would tell her, my mom is out at the Chandra, we're waiting for her to be back. She said, okay, come in. You guys can spend the night here. You can go wash. The house was very nice. It was neat. It was beautiful. I liked it. I felt comfortable. The next day, she took us to her office in Langa, where the social workers were situated at. And then I don't think that we could have stayed longer. I wished I could have stayed longer by her. But she went to tell them, and they took us in, and from that day onwards, my life changed really a lot.
So then from there,
we went to the lady in Bishop Lavers.
Yeah, so then they sent you to another lady, and how long were you there?
I think it was about not a year, I think a few months, because I got sick, really sick there at that lady's place. I have iron low blood, okay. So I used to faint all the time. So if you don't eat enough, that happened. So they also struggled a lot there. But she was a nice lady. So I used to faint a lot. The hospital finally reported it to the social workers. They came to fetch us again. After we moved again, we lived by my aunt, my mom's brother. That's her real brother, his wife. They took care of us. I think just for about a few months, also a year. I think in 2017, and then the start of 2018 February, we finally moved to an orphanage at Abibia Children's Home.
Okay, and then how long were you there?
2018 to 22,
so what,
5
4
years, 4 years, yes.
Yeah, okay. And then you went from there back to your mom?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we moved schools, we moved houses at different places.
So you never really had like stability?
Yes. I could say that, no, I've stayed in one place. I had whatever a normal child would have. A child that would go to school, that came home to seeing their mother, to seeing their father. I didn't have that.
So you don't know what that's like. You've been the mother and father.
Most of the time. So
and of course you were twin.
Yes.
So obviously it was you and your sister.
Yes.
So you kind of had each other. So I guess there was some mercy there that you at least had someone else. But I know for you, you've always been the strong one. In the relationship with you and your sister, you've been the strong one. You've always been there for her. So you've kind of taken on that parental role with your sister. What did you learn to do all by yourself that no child should ever have to learn?
There was nights, we would spend the night on the street. I didn't expect that because these people where we lived by, they put us out, so we had no place to go. My mommy was with us at the time, but me as a child, trying to like comfort my sister with her, but she went and she left us just there on the benches at night on the cold center.
And how old were you?
I think we were only 6-7 years old at that time. And that night I just felt like everything changed, and I cried and I told Shamira, don't worry, and I comforted her with my own arms, and I kept her in my arms and I told her, we're strong together, don't give up, it's fine. And just then at that moment I thought that we were going to spend that night on the streets. My stepdaddy, not my real father, he wasn't really present in my life during my period of my life till now. My stepdaddy was always there for me. He came with his brother, and I heard he was arguing with my mother, telling her, how can you let the children sleep on the streets? How could you just, what kind of mother are you? But for me as a young child, I didn't understand quite, but I knew that he was trying to protect us as a stepfather and that he loved us. And he fetched me and my sister from the bench, and he took us with him home, and we spent the night at his place that night. So that's really something that I felt like I grew up there. At that stage.
So at that moment, you learned how to fend for yourself.
Because I really thought,
and not just for yourself, but for your sister also. That you needed her not to feel scared. So you kind of went and in that moment became mom. If your younger self could speak out loud, what would she need to say?
That I'm going to prove them all wrong one day, and I'm going to make it in life, and I'm sure that I'm gonna. And I just want them to know when I'm still me. I just want them to know that no matter those things they threw at me, that broke me, that hurt me, that despite that, I'm still Sakilah. I'm still the strong person that I was before. So that's all that I want them to know is I'm not going to give up. I'm still struggling and I'm still striving.
What was one moment that made you realize that you had to grow up very fast?
To see to ourselves, feeding ourselves sometimes when my mother wasn't there, when she was out on her things. Those things made me think that now I have to grow up, because a normal 6-year-old child won't go out to go look for food or to go stand in a line, in a food line.
Was there any?
I had to iron my own school clothes. I had to wash my own school clothes. 6 years old, that the 6-year-old's not supposed, their mother's responsible for that. So basically all of those things we did on our own.
So how did you know like you needed to wash something? I'm asking because I obviously never had to do that at 6 years old. So I can't imagine like being 6 years old and needing to know I need to wash my clothes.
So people do it.
My mom do it.
she does it sometimes, but sometimes she's not there, that we would do things on our own. I would stand on her bank, I would put it by the sink and do the dishes. Tell my sister after that's done, okay, we go to our books, we have to go study.
How did you keep going even when no one noticed? I'm assuming that even when you were at school, nobody, your teachers, did anybody know like how difficult it was for you guys at home, that you didn't have that support?
Nobody did know, but there was like some children, girls that knew my background, that knew my mommy, that she used substances, which they bullied us like. I'm a person not to take note of someone. I completely ignore them. But sometimes they'll get to me because they don't like us for no reason. Call us names like the stinglinge and all that. Like, then I would say to myself, but like I'm not stinking, I'm smelling myself, but I'm not stinking. But they calling stinglinge and lange stingvoete and all that stuff, which is
was degrading.
Which it wasn't nice for me to hear, but I've went through it and I've just ignored them in them saying. The teachers as well, some of them knew, not most teachers knew what I was going through, because I never felt comfortable with talking and with people that I knew that I didn't feel right with, because I would get this feeling like telling me, no, this person
like
is
they're judging you based on what your mother's doing.
Yes. You understand what I'm saying?
So they were...
But I'm not my mother. I'm not she. I'm not living in her footsteps. I'm myself.
And instead of them helping you and guiding you,
they would judge a person by, she's gonna be just like a mother. She's gonna be, like all that. Like I'm gonna fall like into her footsteps. I'm gonna do what she's doing as well. I'm not my mother. I'm me, and my sister is she. We also not.
And you didn't ask for this.
Exactly.
You didn't ask for this.
I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask to be here, but I'm a blessing.
Yes, you are.
That's
you absolutely are a blessing. Yes. You've always been a blessing in my life, and I've always seen you as a blessing, you and your sister. And I believe that you will continue being blessings in this world. And you will continue helping many, many people. And no matter how many people misunderstand you or don't get you, you just always have to keep believing in yourself. Always. Because you are a blessing. And if you ever need to remember that, call me. What's the hardest part of being a twin that no one talks about?
Of growing up like with the same person that looks like me, looking at her every day, and she looks exactly the same like me.
I can't imagine
I have to live with it. But sometimes I'll just look in the mirror with her and be like, we really look the same.
You sometimes feel like people treat you as one rather than two.
Yes, I get that a lot.
I think when I first met you, you were very similar. When I first met you, like even in personalities, I do know that you were always the stronger one. You were the one that would stand up for everything. But she'd never just stand up for herself. She was much softer than what you were. But other than that, I think if you were just in a room together, it was really a struggle to tell you apart. But I could always see that you always wanted to show that you were different.
Yes.
Right? And so I think that the one thing I've learned is that you've always been striving to be seen as an individual, not like as much as you love your sister. And all of that, I think that individuality and being yourself and being seen separate is really important.
Our personalities is not the same. It's also different. So I just wanted people to know that we're different, but we are one in a way of we're identical.
And you've been through a lot of the same experiences
together,
but you've also seen those experiences differently.
Yes, in a different point of perspective, in a way.
Because your perspective was one of a mother to your sister.
Yes,
hers was a child.
Yeah.
So she had the child kind of thing going on. You had
she was always there for me as well as my sister.
Did you always want her to stand out? Did you feel like, I want you to stand out? I don't want to be like the main person.
No, I wanted to stand out, but sometimes I would keep myself because she's the titi, she's the oldest, and she would be like, stop telling me what to do. We'd have our fights with sisters, our arguments, like, then she would be like, stop telling me what to do. I'm the oldest. I'm supposed to tell you. But then I tell her, Shamira, remember, who have the brain and who have the peanut. Because my mommy always used to say that. Like, up till now, my mommy still says today that I have the brain and she has the peanut. But
shame, that's terrible. That's a terrible thing to say. Stop saying it.
But I love it.
I don't believe that, Samira. You have equal amount of brains. I don't believe that.
Okay, just maybe I'm more matured than she.
I always think I'm the youngest in my family.
Yeah.
But often I think I'm the wisest.
Yeah.
My brothers will probably totally disagree with me. I don't think I'm smart. I think I'm wiser. Yeah. And I think I'm wiser because I've been through a lot of things that they haven't.
Yeah.
Not just as being the youngest, being a girl.
Yeah.
Being the youngest girl in the family, you're treated differently. You don't get a say as much as the boys do.
Yeah.
You know, growing up as a girl is very different because people don't take you seriously. Yeah. You always have to fight harder for people to listen to you, to believe you. You know, I always felt that girls just had to do that. Wisdom doesn't have anything to do with age, and it doesn't have anything to do with brains.
Yeah.
Wisdom is the things we learn as we go through stuff. I think that when we say things, we must realize that those words have power.
Yeah.
And if you tell somebody they have a brain of a peanut, you got to know they're going to act like it. And you're making them believe something about themselves that's not true.
It's not true.
It's not true. And it's a real disservice that you're doing to your sister by saying that, or that your mom has created with by saying that. It's really important to understand when you label someone, they believe it.
But it's just like a joke. We use it as a joke.
I know it's a joke, but when you say it too many times, it's like if somebody had to tell you too many times you're stupid, you eventually start seeing it in yourself.
Oh.
Words have real power. It's why we get hurt when someone says something. Even if we know it's not true, it still hurts. And it sits with you. It's like you said, you know, people, they gave you nicknames at school.
Yeah.
You know, and you kept smelling yourself. And you probably then made an extra effort to wash yourself.
Yeah.
Then you thought maybe it's the soap. Yeah. Maybe it's my face scrub. Maybe it's this.
Yeah.
Because you believe
words,
it.
Yes.
You believe it. Yes. You knew what you were doing. You knew that you were clean, yet you still did it.
Yeah.
And you believe them. And it probably still affects you today. That you still keep making sure that you smell nice, even as you go out today.
Because it's a word, it's going to stick with you for the
rest of your life. And it still hurts. Even if you say it now, it still hurts you. Which is why I say, remember, you know, if somebody says something to you once and it was a joke and you never hear it again, it doesn't affect you. But when somebody repeatedly says something to you, you eventually believe it and you start acting like that.
Yes.
It's like if somebody says you're irresponsible, you'll just keep being irresponsible until someone else comes and says, I don't think that. I think you're a really responsible person.
Yeah.
You know, that's when you go, oh, am I? And then you might start changing your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why they say it's so important who you surround yourself with. Because if you surround yourself with a lot of people that tells you bad things about yourself, no matter how strong you are, no matter how strong you think you are, you will start to believe it. Yeah. So it's important that we watch what we say, because I think what we say hurts and what we say have power. And so try to say things not just to others, but even to yourself.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That doesn't render you powerless. That makes you feel powerful as a person. Because that's the words you want to use with yourself, and that's the words you want to use with the people around you. Because that's where the real power lives, is in the things that we say. Okay. How did it feel to be compared even when your story was different?
Like in she doing something, and then it's like I'm gonna do the exact same. Or if she doing something, she's gonna do the exact thing that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like
yes,
that.
Yeah.
Like,
so you always compete with
other. Oh, you like that. Yeah.
It's just a matter of time before you do it.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time before she does it.
But it's not the truth, because it's different. Because we're not the same person.
Yeah.
She's her person, I'm my person.
Just because she does something
doesn't mean I'm gonna do it after or follow what she's doing. Most people think that, right? They think that twins follow each other, they think the same, they feel the same about each other. But it's not the truth, really. Because if someone's gonna hit me, she don't feel what I'm feeling. But emotionally, sometimes there is like if she feel hurt, it makes me sore as well.
I think that's any brothers and sisters. I think if I have to see my brother getting ill-treated or spoken, you know, someone speak bad about him, it hurts me.
Yeah.
That's my brother.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, you don't have to be a twin for that. Yeah. I think any normal person who has a brother or sister, and I think even for mothers, we understand it most, because when something happens to our kid, you know, it's like,
it's happening to us. Instinct,
you feel like, oh, it's happening to me. I feel so hurt by it.
Yeah.
So I think yes, while you might have a stronger connection where that's concerned, I think most siblings do have it. I think a lot of siblings that grow up closely.
The emotional support and feeling of each other.
You can feel when someone else is hurt or someone else is not okay. Okay, when have you felt the most invisible even when someone was right next to you?
Yeah. There was a time, at school, my sister, they were talking directly to my sister.
Yeah.
But I was just there, but I felt invisible because I felt like they didn't see me. They invited her, I think, to something, I think to a party or to something, the invitation for the party.
Yeah.
This was at school, on high school. And she accepted it. And I asked her, are you going to go without me? So I was like, if you're going to go without me, I was so upset with her. And I just told her, like, you literally just ignored me. And I was like sitting right next to her, and she made also like just to fit in. And I asked her, are you doing this just to fit into this kind of friend group? You shouldn't be with them if they don't want you to sustain it. If someone wants me in it and you, we accept it. But without us both, you're going nowhere. And she said, after that, because I was literally crying, talking to her and crying.
And but what were you really crying about? Were you crying about the fact that she would go without you? Or were you crying about the fact that you weren't invited?
No, I was crying about the fact that she was going without me, because we always go, wherever we go together.
No, I understand that. But you also know, you were saying earlier, you're two individuals, right?
Yes.
So then you should have two sets of friends. And people that you get along with, because you do have very different personalities. So there'll be friends that you get along with that she won't, and then people that she gets along with that you don't.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Which means that you're bound to go to different parties, or you're bound to go to different things based on the kind of friends that you like being with.
But keep in mind, this wasn't friends, because we never had friends on school. We were always alone, sitting on our own, talking, eating our lunch together. There was no one around us, no friends, no one. It's just us two.
Yeah.
This group of girls just came out of nowhere to invite her.
Okay.
Which, for my feeling that I got at that moment, was they testing to see if she would leave me, or if they could, like, they wanted to make fun. Like, always in class, they would like want me or my sister to fight over something because they're enjoying it.
Okay, so they wanted to break you up.
Yes.
Okay.
But it was never gonna happen, because she's my sister, she's my twin. Like, they were trying to cause this conflict between us. Now, that was the whole story about them only inviting her.
Okay.
And I thought she was gonna choose them instead of me.
And how did that make you feel? The thought that she might choose them.
It made me feel scared, really, because I never.
You'd be alone. The one person that's always been with you.
Yes, and I never ever did something that I how do they say it? I excluded. I never excluded her. Okay. I always included her in everything I did. And
how do you manage now that you live in separate houses?
Me and my sister. It's fine for me, really, because I do see her just around the corner. I go to her every day.
Do you think there will ever be a time where you don't?
Where I don't get to see her? No.
So you can't even picture that.
Look, when.
So what happens? What happens when you do really well, and she's married, she has a child, and you now need to travel overseas? Are you not going to go?
I will, to take that opportunity. I will, because I'm never going to get the opportunity in my life again. So I would, without her, I would. Okay. But if she would at that time have the money to go with me, I would take her with me. But if I got the opportunity alone to do something that I never got a chance to, I'm going to take it.
Okay. So then you also know that she will take chances there. When she get that same opportunity, she
should take it. Yeah. I wanted to know she should, because she's also powerful, and she can also do it and get somewhere where she wants to be.
Okay. What helps you feel safe enough to cry or to rest or to breathe?
What makes me feel safe?
What makes you feel safe?
My pillow. I like crying with my pillow.
Okay.
That's my safe place.
Do you have any person that you feel safe enough to cry with?
No. I don't cry like to my sister, who tells my sister about my problems, because I don't want her to worry about me, because I am strong and I know I can do it alone. And
I'll fold my leg. Sometimes feel that it all gets so heavy, that it's just so much for you.
I don't trust people, not anyone. Because the moment you put your trust in, they betray your trust. Learned as when we started Ignite, I've learned a lot really, and I'm really grateful for what I've learned.
Yeah, I think the important part for you here is not that people are always going to betray you, but rather for you to always trust yourself.
I do trust myself, but I don't trust people as much as I trust myself. So it's better for me to keep my things to myself, because then no one's going to find out, because I'm trusting myself. I'm keeping everything in.
No,
but it's not like you told me in one of the coaching sessions. It's not good to keep or to bottle things up because it can cause or lead to a lot of things going wrong in your life, right?
Yes.
I do know that.
So who do you then let it out to?
I do it on paper.
Okay.
I write.
Okay. So you've got, that's your outlet.
Yes.
Is to write. But you haven't yet found someone that you can trust, where you can share that side of yourself.
There's sometimes things that not everybody should know, or you will maybe get to know in the later stage of my life.
What are you afraid people will do if they see the vulnerable side of you?
I'm afraid they're going to take advantage, because once I show that side of me, the nice side, the soft side, a lot of people can take advantage. They can get to you quick. They can manipulate you. They can get into your head, really. That's so amazing that people can do that, is to get into your whole head once they get to know that side of you. That's why I try to protect this side of me, is to not let them in, because the moment I do, it's over for me.
So who do you think have disappointed you in your life? Who are the people that you think have really disappointed you, where maybe you have trusted in some small way and they betrayed that trust?
There was a time I told one of the girls at the orphanage at the time I was living there. It was something small, it wasn't something big, but I could really trust this person, that I felt like I could trust her. There was this boy I kissed at school, at the primary. It's a Muslim school. Plus it's haram to do, but anyway, it was in secret. So I really trusted her, and I told her, and I said, don't tell her. Because we're sharing secrets with each other. Like the next day, I hear you kiss someone at school. I was like, what? I said, how does she know? I told Tangus is there, and I told her that, but how does she know? And that's the moment I knew that in something so small, you can't trust anyone. It was a small thing, stupid thing, simple thing, but it still meant something for me. I didn't want anyone to know.
And if you, as someone as my age, couldn't do that, who do I trust?
Who do I trust? You understand what I'm trying to say?
Okay. Yeah. Do you ever feel that life just gets so much that you just wonder, is it worth it? Like, do you ever just stop and go, is it even worth it? Every time I think I'm doing well, something else happens.
I myself always, our Creator, He put everyone on this earth for a reason. We're all chosen to be here as our individuals.
I've certainly had many of those moments in my life where, where they say it doesn't rain, it storms. One thing go wrong, then the next thing go wrong, then the next thing, and then you just sit there and you think, what's the point?
What do you do?
What is the point? Like, am I ever gonna have like just a good day? Like, can I just have a good day without something going wrong? And I remember when I was younger, I often felt that way. I often felt like when everything was going right, I was the most nervous. I was really genuinely very scared when things were quiet, because it wasn't normal. That wasn't normal for me, and it took me years, and I mean years, to understand that silence didn't mean something was going to go wrong. Because for me, there was always arguments and fighting around me. So I didn't know what it felt like to just be
in the quiet.
So quiet scared me. In fact, when I got married to Uncle Samir, I thought there was something wrong with him. Because I was like, argue with me. Argue, like, what kind of man are you? Because I wasn't used to men. That was respectful and quiet and constant. I was used to men being loud and rude and shouting and swearing and arguing and always wanting to be right, and I'm the man kind of person. And here I have someone asking me, what do I think? What do you mean? What do I think? I'm not supposed to think.
So that was like the first experience.
That was the first time in my life that I've had someone that doesn't swear.
Yeah.
That doesn't scream and shout back at me.
Yeah.
And that was weird to me. And I didn't trust that.
Yeah.
I was like, this man got children hiding somewhere there in the world. Another couple of wives somewhere. Must be something wrong.
Yeah.
You can't be this nice.
Yeah.
Something is wrong with you.
Yeah.
And that showed how whack I was, right? To actually think that's not normal for me.
Yeah.
That a man being respectful and kind and loving is not normal. So I've had many moments where I, in my life when I was younger, where I wondered, you try your best. As I'm sure you do. You try to do everything right. Your parents like it like this, you do it like it. You try your best. You do exactly like that. Your favorite teacher, you try to make her so proud or make him so proud, and you try to get good marks and your project's perfect and whatever. And then when you disappoint them still, it just breaks your heart, because it's like they find the one thing you're doing wrong and not the 100 things you're doing right.
Yeah.
And you just feel so let down by the world.
Yeah.
Why can this world not count the things we're doing right?
Yeah.
Why the minute you fall, everybody's there?
Yeah.
But as you're rising,
nobody's there.
Very few people are there.
Yes.
Do you ever have those kind of moments where you just feel like, I'm trying to do everything right, but it just doesn't seem to be working?
There was times that I get those thoughts, sometimes at the orphanage I would wake up in the morning, maybe the night before we had an argument with maybe one of the girls, and things didn't go so well, and the next morning I wake up, I tell myself, okay, today I'm gonna do everything right. If I stand up, I'm gonna do my chores. After my chores, I'm gonna wash me. After that, I'm gonna do something fun with the girls to make it up to what happened the night before. It's all in my mind.
Yes.
I'm thinking
what you're going to do.
Yeah, I'm telling myself.
You have an intention of
doing that. I'm gonna try to help the care workers with the food, with whatever they trying to struggle with that they need help with. I'm gonna try to assist them to the best of my ability. But then sometimes things doesn't go as planned. Then something bad happened again. Then it's again a problem. Or something small just went wrong, and then it turns into a whole big thing.
Yeah.
Which then I sometimes, like you asked me, do I ever feel enough? Is all of this enough? I do get those thoughts. Then I tell myself, Sakilah, what's the point? Just leave it. Don't try again. Because every time you try, something goes wrong. It doesn't work out the way you want it to work out.
And it's not like you can show people from your brain, but this was my intention.
Yeah. But then I just tell myself, leave it. Because there's no point in trying all time.
Because it doesn't get
sweet. But then I tell myself, also in my head, I tell myself, the man above, he knows. He plans. He knows beforehand.
He knows what's in your heart. He knows
the way I'm feeling and what I wanted to do. So why do I have to prove it to them? Why?
Yeah.
Why? I didn't have to prove anything to them. They didn't have to know. Does that. He knows. The man up there knows. He knows my heart. He knows my intentions. Because I can't go so like you said. I can't take my brain out and show them. Yeah, I was thinking this in my brain.
Yeah. So they make the assumption that that's your intention was to come out and
hurt someone or say something that I'm not supposed to.
Yeah.
That's what they think it's there.
How do you think it's affected you when it comes to the way you react to things?
To things like what?
Like say when something goes wrong.
Yeah.
From the time I know you, you obviously react to it very quickly.
They refer it to being that's respectful, being forward, being too what the old people say, you jump up your page, it's vanag.
Yeah.
They would say that. You understand what I'm trying to say? That's what they're trying to say. So, but from my point of perspective, it's not that that I'm doing that. It's just that we've been hurt. I've been hurt a lot of times. So that is my way of protecting myself. And do you understand where I'm coming from? I'm trying to protect myself. So me saying and throwing things back or saying, it's like, I don't want you to hurt me. It's my heart. I'm trying to protect this little thing from breaking, from hurting, from a lot of people with all of the negative things. That's that's just the person I am, and
you don't have control over it always.
And I don't. But it's not. I'm not being disrespectful, and to say I'm understanding it. It's just I know you understand me very well. I do know.
I know. Listen, there's one thing that I know for sure.
Yeah.
Is that both you and your sister.
Yeah.
You've been through things that majority of people will never even be able to understand. And some will even probably think you're talking crap, you're lying. It's not true.
Yeah.
I know what you guys have been through, and I know what that does to your brain.
Yeah.
And I know that you're so used to fighting for yourselves that everything is a fight.
Yes.
Even sometimes when it's not, your brain says it's a fight.
Yeah.
And you stand up and you fight. Because that is what you had to do your entire life.
Yeah.
You don't know another way. That has been your strength, is fight for yourself, fight for yourself, fight for yourself. And you don't know a softer way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I said to you, I didn't know a softer way until I got married to Uncle Sumi, that there was another way to live.
To love a guy.
Yeah. That there was people in this world that were soft, that were kind, that were loving in nature. I had no idea.
Know you would get the kind.
Yes, not a kind. I didn't know I'd get it.
Okay. I never had it.
I never had it, so it was my normal.
Then you pictured that way, that maybe you kind of.
No, it was funny because I always believed in the fairy tale. I'm the fairy tale romantic. You know, I'm going to meet that guy on the white horse, comes and save the day kind of person. That was me when I was younger. Things can change, your circumstances can change. Yeah. And for some reason, I always believed there was something more for me to do in this world. Like, I couldn't settle.
Yeah.
And people always say to me, oh, you're a dreamer.
Yeah.
You're a dreamer. Yeah. You travel the world, never.
Yeah.
You know, that's never going to happen. And, I mean, I used to tell you girls also, you know, I was always put out of the class because I spoke a lot. So they always put me out of class. But like I said, I couldn't deal with silence. Silence scared me. Yeah. So when it was quiet in class, I used to talk. And then I got put out of class every time for talking. So, but then came the day where I was actually invited back to my primary school to talk to the kids. Yeah. And I said to the kids that day, it's so funny. The same principal that put me out of the class now, the same one calling me back to come talk. You know, and your life becomes full circle.
Yeah.
I know people don't mean anything bad when they do these things, but I don't think they realize that not every child is like you or like me.
Yeah.
We learn to have thick skin. Yeah. Where we go, you think I can't, I'm going to show you I can.
Yeah.
But not all children are like that.
Yeah.
There's some kids that take it to heart. You say they can't do it, they believe they can't do it.
Yeah.
So we got to watch, our teachers especially have to watch what they say. Yeah. Because they're in authoritative positions and they're in positions where they're guiding kids and they have to be the ones to be more aware of what they say. Because what you say, if you tell a child you're stupid, they believe you, you're the teacher.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I was very grateful for, you know, some of the teachers I had in my life that, you know, showed me my potential. That saw potential in me. I believe that there was something greater in this world for me. I just believe that. It wasn't about a person that was going to save me. It was more about
yourself.
You know, like I felt like, oh, you know, Allah actually has something greater planned for me.
Yeah, He does. Yeah.
The people around me might not see it. They might think I'm an idiot. I'm a dreamer. I come from the flats.
Yeah.
You know, my parents can't afford to send me to university or anything. Like, who am I to think these things or dream these things? But somewhere inside of me, there was this voice telling me, that kept telling me, there's more, there's more, there's more. And so every opportunity that I was given to learn something new, I took it.
Yeah.
Learning. And up until today, I still learn. I mean, I have got a library of books and books and books because learning is not only takes place in a university or college or whatever, it takes place in your home.
Yeah.
You can keep learning.
Yeah.
You don't even have to stop. You don't need a little certificate that tell you you've learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know you learned. You know all the books that you studied. For you, it's important for you to always remember who you are, irrespective of what people are trying to tell you, what's possible for you. You got to know what's possible for you.
Because no one can't, and to say, there's not a word can't.
No, there isn't.
You can.
You choose to.
Yeah.
You can choose to, or you can choose not to.
Yeah.
That's a choice that you have. And so I think that when you choose to take care of yourself, when you choose to push yourself harder, that's choices. There's got nothing to do with your personality or your brain. You either want it or you don't want it. You want a better life, you don't want a better life, decide. If you want a better life, these are the things you need to do to get it. If you don't want a better life, there's things you don't do. You won't get it. You know? But you got to know what you got to do in order to have the life that you're having in your head. It's not just visualizing the life. It's also living according to it. So if you say, I want to be, for instance, let's just give an example. I want to be a president of a country. What does it take to become that president? Become that person today. Don't wait till you become president to become that person. Choose to be that person today. Whatever you want to do in your life, choose to become that person now. You can't wait till you get there. You're not going to get there being the person you are. You're going to get there by growing into that person, right? And so you've got to do that now. You've got to look and say, I've got to grow into that person. So that's really important.
But it's just like you told us, like before, like with our vision boards, it's the same. Like creating a vision for yourself, it's important. Because when you wake up and the first thing you look at is your vision board. Right? Maybe there's a picture of an airplane, you want to fly, you want to travel the world. You look at that, you visualize it. But if you just keep it as a dream, now it's gonna stay a dream. But once you look at it in a way that you want to do what
and you can feel it.
You can feel it like it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. And the thing is, you don't need to know how it's gonna happen. You just need to know what kind of person
it takes to be in order
to have that life.
Yes.
Because you can't be a small-minded person and have a big life. The world doesn't work that way. People, poverty is not how much money you have in the bank.
It is.
Poverty is here in your brain. A poverty mindset just says no. I don't have. I can't. Not possible. You know, but an abundant mindset sees so much more
in someone.
Than just this little bit. So I always say to people, have an abundant mindset. It's not about how much you have now. It's how much you can give of yourself right now. And we have two hands. You can have nothing in the bank, but you have two hands that can help. Two arms that can hold. Two shoulders that can help carry. You have a lot. But if you can't see that, if all you're focusing on is what you don't have, you cannot expect to get more in life. What's something that you survived that very few people know about?
That happened to me when I was sexually assaulted. Not everyone knows. Few people do know. But I survived it. I'm still here today, alhamdulillah. I'm still me. I know there was 2 times. The first time was when we were really small. They tried looking for an orphanage for us at Sakilah. You know?
I remember,
My uncle actually took us to go look for this place. Because he knew that his sister wasn't capable of taking care of us, or something bad might have happened to us, or could have happened. Or, like that was, he was just also like uncle trying to protect 2 little girls in a world full of strangers and unknown people. Maybe he thought the orphanage was the best way for us to survive, for us to just be out there, to become something. That was his. He thought that his thought.
What do you think you smiled through that should have broken you?
Oh, there was a time that out on outings in the orphanage, they would like treat us like different from each other, and sometimes it would hurt me because I would feel different from inside. Like if we went out for events, I could see most of the girls had it on their faces really. Most of them felt broken, beaten, hurten, but they tried not to show it when we went outside of those gates. They tried to show a smile, show people that they're okay, they're fine. That's all we could do was because I didn't like making my problem other people's problem, like telling people so that they feel sorry for me and to get attention and that.
Did you feel like when you went to people's homes or when you met people, when people came to the orphanage, that you maybe always had this background wish that maybe someone will just adopt you?
There was times like before I had foster parents, most of the girls went to their foster parents. But they wouldn't be like to adopt them. It would only be like for weekends, holidays, visiting and that. And then I would always wonder like, why do they get to have family to take them to visit? But my sister and I would sit in our room alone, cry. Like we didn't have family. Our family didn't come visit like a lot. Though you'd see them once in a while, you didn't see them a lot. So my hoping was that they would maybe become a lovely family with children already. that really was fond of us, that will love us for who we are. And that will take us with our background of what we've been through. So that's been always a wish, a dream that I've been trying to find, but unfortunately did not.
Do you think that people saw you maybe as problem children? Did you ever feel like?
A lot of times, yes. We were always, like I told you, forward with talking, speaking, opening up. I just didn't feel right at one place, really. So for me, it's like they moved us like it's like we were chess players on a board. They moved us like pieces on that board.
Yeah.
So just like we're nothing, like we're just pieces moving us around, putting us like we're not a priority. But
how does it feel to go into a children's home, a place you don't know, around people, other children who some have similar experiences, some doesn't?
Yes.
What is your hopes when you first got there? What was your thinking?
So when I first entered the gate, I felt something was wrong, because I felt like, Mama, I don't belong here. No matter what my mom was also going through, she also tried her best in things, but she wasn't, unfortunately, not stable enough. Financially not also. But all my little heart wanted was a mother, so that my sister and I could be happy, a family. I just felt like I don't belong here. At that moment, I was 9 years old, but I could just feel that I don't belong here. This isn't my home. Why am I here? My family, I'm far away from them. I miss them. Obviously, it's my first time entering such a place, and I'm feeling scared. I'm feeling alone. But I have my sister by my side, but I'm also thinking, what is she thinking right now? And I would hold her hand, and we had no choice. Where would we go? Would they send us? Maybe my sister and I could get separated. We would still be happy. We together. Because most siblings, they split them, one in one orphanage, one in the other, and I wouldn't want, you understand? And I didn't want that, and I was thinking, because they asked us, are we comfortable, we're happy, is it? I really liked the place, really, it was amazing. The girls, they were friendly, I liked them, but, and I told my sister, Shamira, are we gonna stay here? And she just said yes, and we cried. We kept each other. Obviously, it's normal for the first few days into coming to a new place. You're gonna miss your mommy, you're gonna miss your dad. You don't know who's these people. They're all being nice to you, being kind to you because it's your first time. You're still getting used to the place. So basically, that's my feel of how I felt when I first talked through the.
What was it like for you living in an orphanage?
I was very shy of telling people, like at school, I live at the orphanage. And they would ask, like, where do you live? And I'd be like, no, me and my sister, we live here in Belgrave. They're in the area in Athlone. We live in Belgrave. We have a big house there. I was too shy
to tell something in your head.
So, I was too shy or scared to tell them that, I live in an orphanage. And, like, afraid of what they would say, about how they would react, and in the things they would throw at me, like telling other people the next day I come to school, finding out, oh, here's the girls from the orphanage, the singles, all that things. I was afraid of that, of them throwing those things at me.
What was it like? I mean, at what point did you get like used to being in that environment? Was there ever a point where you realized, like, okay, this is where we're just going to live now?
Was a time when I thought for myself, okay, I just give up, because I really do think this is going to maybe be the rest of my life at the orphanage, because most of the girls at the orphanage was there from newborn, and some of them stayed till 18. They moved after that, after they sorted maybe their lives. I'm going to stay in this place till I'm 18, till I'm old enough to be on my own. But I don't want to, because I miss my family, I miss my mom, I miss my brother.
How long were you there before you got to see your mother or your family again?
I think it was 2.5, or almost 3 years that I've been at the orphanage, that she finally came. And when she came, I saw a baby with her, and I asked her, who's this baby? And she told me, it's my baby brother. And the moment I saw him, I loved him. But I was just so upset, because I thought, we're not the babies anymore, we're so grown. she have another baby now. Like a jealousy felt like
yes,
in it
that's normal. It's human.
because we were the babies. But I still knew that she loved us, and she was trying, but she was making a way in getting us back, in providing for us again. It's just that addiction held it back too much. Up till now, it's still holding her back. I'm not printing a bed. I'm not talking a bed. I just want what's best for her, but one day if I do get on my feet, I'm stable enough to take care of her. I'm gonna show her what real love is, the way she was supposed to love us. If I have my own children, to show my children the way I was never loved. I would like them to know that I do love them, and for her to see that I love them the way she never loved or showed us the way she loved.
Because she couldn't.
Yeah.
That she didn't think. Unfortunately, with addiction, they can't see what they're doing, and they don't, and they have to excuse a lot of the behavior that they have. They have to excuse it, otherwise they'll have to live with that guilt of it. And sometimes people stay addicts simply because of the guilt. They feel so guilty for the things that they didn't get to do. That they feel they not worthy of a better life, so they just keep going down that path. It's a very sad cycle for people to be in, because I think you as the kid, you just want your mom back.
Yes, that's all. That's all that actually mattered. I just wanted her. I just wanted to be home. I just wanted to be seen with her as a family. My father being there, him being by her side, supporting her with 2 little girls growing up in a cruel world. Who knows what would have happened? That's all I wanted, was just her, my father, and myself and my sister to be together as a family. I couldn't understand sometimes. Some families, they would be together, they would have each other. Mommies would drop the children at school. I saw that, but I never got that. Like, my mom would leave us in a corner and say salam, and then she would go, and then we would leave to school on our own.
What's it like going to school from an orphanage?
Felt alone because no one walked beside us for our first day starting at the new school. We were alone, my sister and I, walking through those gates alone, with no one by our side, But we didn't get that. We did everything on our own. So that makes me believe that I am older than myself, because
you did all the things.
I did it all on my own.
Yeah.
No one was by my side doing these things for me, going to school for me.
What do people assume about you that isn't true?
Some people, they assume that I'm a horrible person, but they didn't know me inside. Do you understand? So
but is it maybe they didn't know you because you didn't let people know you? You've always had your wall up, right?
Yeah.
So you very seldom let people in.
I didn't let them.
I know when I first met you, you didn't really want to let me in.
But I got used to you.
No, eventually, yes, you did, with a lot of hard work from my side. You made me work for it. I worked for it. But I remember the first time, I don't know if you remember it, the very first time I had one-on-ones with each of you.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to talk.
Yeah. Because I was shy, I was scared.
You sat there, your sister spoke and whatever. But you were harde. You were like, I don't know what to make of you, lady. I remember the first time you were the one that actually stood up because nobody was talking. We were all sitting together and nobody was talking. Yeah. And I was like, okay, guys, what's up? What is going on? Like, why is no one talking? And then you got up and you said, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, of course you can. Yeah. And you looked at me and you said, for how long are you going to stay before you leave?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
everyone leaves and comes and goes.
And then I said to you, what do you mean? And you said to me, no, because everyone that comes here, they come here, they say all nice things, they do stuff, and then they leave.
Yeah.
So is it worth us even talking?
Yeah. I was that way towards you.
Yeah.
But you know why? Because maybe...
No, I completely... Look here, I expected it. I was grateful that you had the ability
to stand up
and say that, because I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Everybody was so tense and dead quiet. Yeah. And I was like...
Maybe they had the same question.
Yeah, they had the same... And everybody relaxed afterwards. When, and afterwards I said, I'm going to be here for as long as I can.
Yeah.
I can't tell you I'm going to be here forever.
Yeah.
But as long as I can, I'll be around.
Yeah.
And, but I can't make a promise. Yeah. But I can tell you that when I am here, you will have me completely present with you. but I will never just not be here without telling you I won't be here.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember then everybody relaxed a bit and then everybody started talking. I think that it was very challenging to get to know you. You weren't the easiest person to get to know because you don't trust people easily.
Yeah. To get those people, that's fake. But I like it if someone is honest.
Yes.
Tell me the problem, tell my shoes look right, tell my hair look right, tell my outfit. Tell me.
I'm also that person.
It's the best to do that is to be open, to talk.
What I found easiest to do with you, and I think it was the only way to build trust with you, was for me to be very honest.
Honest with
you,
me.
Yeah. I mean, there was times that you gave me like face, and I would tell you straight. I'd say, listen, I don't give a crap. You're going to talk to me like this, you're welcome to talk to me like this, but I'm not going to be around for that. If you want me to be around, then this is not how we're going to talk, you know. And you appreciated that. You liked the honesty because you realized that I wasn't trying to win you over with words or niceness or anything. That I was always going to be real with you. I was always going to keep it real with you. You know, I was always going to do that. And that helped you to trust me. I think if I was going to be overly nice to you, that would never have worked with you. Because you think, no, you're just trying to get me to talk.
Like if you have patience with me, and then you will get something good in return. Like you had patience. You didn't give up. You believed in me. You helped me through my journey. Being open to
but that's because I have experience in that, right? I can see through that hard exterior that you show me, you know. I can
now
see
most of the girls that bullied me, they didn't have experience of me. That's why they couldn't understand, or because that's why I didn't want to open to them. Because I would like to, like, as you told before, you know, when we met you, you told your story. You were open. You told us all your story, everything about point to point. You were open. Now, which made me more trust you more because you were open. You trusted us. But my way, I took step by step. I wasn't forward. I didn't sumakan. I didn't sumatan. But the moment I saw you, I had this feeling that, no, you're a good person.
Our unfortunate part is it's a double-edged sword. Because you want people to see you, but you also don't want to show yourself to people. So my suggestion to you is when you do meet someone that you like, first step is to say to them, I take very long to trust people. Don't take it personally. It's just my background. That makes it difficult. If you have patience with me, you and I could probably become really good friends. But I need you to have patience with me. People in like that, they know how to be with you. Otherwise, they don't know they need to build trust with you. They just assume, oh, you're like every other person, you just trust them. You know, and then when you don't, they're like, oh, I don't have time for this. But when they understand that you find it challenging to trust people because of your background, then they're more open to helping you through that.
But I would only want friendships if it's worth it. If it's worth the trust in someone that I can actually build something with, a friend that
Let
can
me
be
tell you
my
something,
side.
my child. Let me say this to you now, okay? Nobody, no one on this planet can do it alone. Everybody needs somebody. If you think you don't, you're going to realize one day that you cannot do life alone. We were never meant to do life alone. We were always meant to do it with someone. When you open yourself up, when you start believing that you can trust people until they give you reason not to.
Oh, that happened to me a lot of times. Like sometimes I'll trust. I did try already. Like I am gonna try to trust you. I'm gonna open up to you, and I've got hurt. And that's why I feel like I don't want to trust people anymore. I don't want to have friends. I don't want to make friends. I just want to be on my own. I want to be alone. I feel more peaceful that way.
Know how to be alone, but don't want to be alone. Know that you can.
I can be alone.
Yes. So you know that you can, but you're choosing not to. Sakilah, you've carried a lot in your life. You've carried what is immeasurable. In your 17 years of life, you have experienced so much, my child. If you are going to achieve all the things that I know you can, and I know that you will, you need someone to help carry the load. Maybe you don't know what it feels like to only be there for you. And maybe you need to start doing things, being with people that helps see you. Many people are inspired by it. They feel motivated. Like, yo, if she could do it, I can also do it.
Yeah. I feel that way towards you.
Oh, thank you. But like I always say, you're always going to be better than me. And I believe that. You've overcome 10 times more than I've ever overcome. And so I know that you will. I don't even doubt it. But I know that I didn't get here without people around me.
Yeah.
I got here because there were people that believed in me. I got here because there were people that maybe sometimes they did let me down, but most of the time they didn't. You can't expect to find the perfect person. You're not going to find someone that's always going to tell you the truth. You're not going to find someone that you can always trust. There's going to be moments where sometimes they, say something that they shouldn't have said or whatever. And you're always going to go, you're not going to get the perfect person. We're not perfect people, right? We also mess up sometimes. We screw up with our own friends, our own family. We screw up. We don't always mean to. It just happens sometimes. And the same thing with other people. So like I say to my kids, I'm going to say it to you. Count the amount of things people do right, not the amount of things they do wrong. Because when you do, you'll realize that most times your good friends, your family, they've done more right than wrong in your life. And the ones that you see have done more wrong than right, maybe limit your time a little bit.
Yeah. But sometimes people, they don't fit in my type of, like, I like to talk. I like to, like you, and I can have conversations for hours. I will never get tired of talking, know that. Yeah. But sometimes I think, like, if I talk too much, I annoy some people. Like sometimes I would talk, I would say that to some people, like I would talk to them and I would be like, I want to be like a motivational speaker. I can be anything I want to be.
You can.
I can be a writer. There's so many things that I don't have what others have. Like those hobbies they have, like in singing. I don't have that voice to do that. But there's so many great things that I know that can help me become successful in life. I'll tell them, then sometimes I'll just feel like they're not taking note of me, and then I would feel hurt, But then I would still talk, even though if I talk a lot, and my sister would tell me, you talk a lot, and I'm like, I like to talk, and I would cry, like, talk to them. So, that's why I don't really clash with people a lot, also because they don't understand me.
The right people. The right people.
But I never met them yet. I still need to.
Okay, let me ask you this. What is your perfect kind of person to be around? Like, would they be outgoing? What kind of stuff would they like doing? What's the kind of person that you'd love to be friends with?
I would like that person to be trustworthy, that would be good at keeping things like to themselves, like and not letting other people like know. A friend that I can build trust, friendship, and like a long-lasting friendship that I know that will go on for years. That I can say you're my best friend.
Yeah.
Someone that I can go explore the
world
with.
What kind of person would you like to be?
A lady with a pen in her hand, writing all the stories. Yeah. Writing about the most amazing things in life that she's still yet to experience. She's coming to experience. In my space that I feel safe.
What does that space look like, though? Because you talk about the safe space all the time, but you're not saying what that space looks like.
Basically, it's just me coming home. That makes me feel like it's neat, it's comfy, it's cozy. Like my own place, in a way to say it, not at other people's place. Because I'm used to living at other people's places. Since I've been born, lived with my mommy, she never had a place of her own. Yeah. We've been place to place, but I never had a place of my own. So that comfort zone that I feel that's comfortable is, for me, is my own place, my own space, my own house.
Something that you can do according to what you like.
To what I like. In the preparation of how it is also, I would like it to be the way I like it and not somebody else. My bed also, my everything.
So you would just like to have stuff of your own?
Yes.
You would just like for once
that I can say
that is yours.
Yes.
Because you
don't touch it with Sakilah chances things.
You were at the home. Yeah. When I'd give like toiletries or stuff like that, and you keep it separate. Yeah. And you get so annoyed if they took your stuff.
Yeah, because then sometimes I would use each other's things, and I don't like that because I would keep it. That's my things. I keep it for myself.
Those few things that's just
yours. It's mine. Oh.
So what you're looking for is just to be able to have an identity.
Yes.
And just be able to walk into a place. It doesn't matter if it's a one room or whatever, but you want to know it's yours.
Yes.
What's the truth behind the version of you that other people think they know?
So the reason I do show them this version of myself, like in being straightforward, in being outspoken, loudspoken, all of those things they say I am because I protect myself, like from those things.
That's your armor.
Basically. So that's why I show them that version, to show them that I'm strong, that because like that, you understand what I mean? That's what I'm trying to show them, is that because most people that's soft and people take advantage of them, they get bullied, now sometimes, yes, I've been bullied at school, but I wouldn't take note of what they're saying, I would ignore them. I won't also answer back, because the moment you answer back, they like it, they enjoy it, because it's like
they want it.
They want to make it
fueled
worse.
By your anger.
Yes. So I leave it, I ignore. Now the more we ignore, the more angry they get. So that's why I show them that version, that I'm me and I'm strong and no one can break me into pieces as they want me to be in pieces. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's just that way.
It's protection.
Yes.
It's just protecting yourself from hurt. Okay, if the world could see your scars, what story would they tell?
I just want them to know that I'm not an evil person. I don't mean harm. I don't mean like to hurt anybody. I just mean well from in my heart, from all of those scars. I am, if you get to know me properly, I'm a very soft person. Sometimes you get those adults, no, that they're just that they're adults, no, but they have brains as children, but they have brains as children, but because they want to be clever, they don't want to be taught, they don't want to be learned, they don't want to learn from a child because they're adult. It doesn't mean you're adult, you can't learn. You can learn. So that's me basically. I just want to experience things, and people learn things from me, and I learn things from them.
That, if people looked at the scars in your heart, they'd understand why you protect yourself so often.
Yeah.
I think they'd understand why you are the way you are.
Yeah.
If they saw the scars, they'd know that you're not a difficult person just because you choose to be. You're not straightforward or that stands up for things just because you choose to be. It is years and years of having to do that. That it has become
that you're used to
automatic.
The routine.
It's become automatic the way you do things, that sometimes you probably even question yourself, like, oh, why can't I stop that? Why can't I stop that? It's not something you have complete control over. Sometimes you wish probably that you do have a bit control over it. And I think if people saw the scars, they'd be more understanding as to why you are the way you are. And then instead of judging you for it, guide you through it, support you through it, because that's what you need. You don't need any more judgment or any more people telling you how bad you are. You need people that's there that shows you the good side of yourself. So you don't feel this need to always carry this armor with you wherever you go. Have you ever smoked? How old were you when you started smoking?
I think just started high school. But there was times like when I was younger, living with my mommy as like a child, like growing up, like when I think I was 6-7 years old, like pulling the sky from the topatches on the floor, like wanting to experience, like I want to smoke because all the adults are smoking, and I see my mom is smoking. I also want to try it. And I do it in scalunches, and I would pick up an engine and I would light it and smoke.
Did you find that was normal at the home? I mean, being at the children's home, did you find that many children grew up with that, like where they smoked when they were younger? Or?
Mostly.
If you had to be a motivational speaker on stage, what would you like to speak about?
Like to inspire others, to let them know that they're enough, that no matter what they went through, no matter what they've been through, that they're still here today, and never to give up, because today we see a lot of young children die of committing suicide because many people isn't as strong as others. they give up too quickly because they get bullied. People say things that hurt them. They give up and they just end it all. Which I would like to tell everyone that don't give up, really. They bottle everything up because you told yourself it's not good to bottle your anger, because if you bottle everything just in once, it's just like you explode. It's like the pressure of it's too much. It can't. Do want to talk to the world to tell them that I didn't give up. No matter how many times I've been through things that would have let people give up on life, I'm still here.
So what is it for you that keeps your mindset? Because obviously, I mean, you're living in Manenberg now, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure that you see a lot of difficulty around you. There's lots of struggling happening all around. So it's hard sometimes to be positive when there's so much,
in your mind.
There's so much sadness around us. There's so much difficulty happening around us that it can be difficult to remain positive. So what is it that you do that helps you?
So I do like reading as well. Like, you took me to exclusive books, to bargain books. We went to shopping for books. I do like reading. There are certain genres of the book that I do like romance. I like fiction. I like based on true stories. That's biography. I was 6 or 5 years old. I started reading already books. Like thick books, I started reading already. Which helped me a lot, because the more you read, the more you learn also.
And also takes you out of your reality.
You understand? Because it's like you going in this. It's like you're going in the book.
Is there anything else that you do other than reading?
I write as well. I like writing. In my free time, I'll just take pages and I would write. Sometimes I would write about just like fiction stories. I decided this one day that I'm just gonna write a book about myself, about my life, about what I've been through, and my story that I felt that should be written on pages.
Okay. And of course, that's the book that you are now.
That I'm busy with.
You're busy with it. Will probably be published soon.
Yes.
Any last words for everybody watching?
Shukran to everyone that's been there through my journey.
Thank you to you for being here, for opening up your heart, and for sharing your story with all of us. I hope that this also brings you a little bit of healing. And also helps you on your journey forward. I look forward to seeing what you do with your life, because I know it will be amazing. And I look very forward to your book coming out. I'm very, very excited about that. And so the things they didn't see is coming soon.
Yes.
So look out for the things I didn't see. It will be published soon. I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to read it myself. Thank you so much for being here today. I really, really enjoyed talking to you.